The ones that we're doing on the sides, I am folding them in half, and so I'm going to sew them in folded in half, and then the 2 wefts in the back is just going to be laid flat, 2 wefts on top of each other. And then this is the other one that's going to go on the other side. So I'm going to get her sectioned and get everything all set up. So I'm going to be doing the back first, and I'm going to get this all sewn in, and then I'm going to show you guys my method of beading and sewing when I do the sides. So I'm going to do the back first as far as sectioning goes. This is how I have her sectioned. I have her down as low as I can go without being too close to her ear. You still want to make sure you can at least have 2 fingers above the ear. So I have her as low as I can go without being too close to her ear so that I have room for the wefts on the sides. Pretty wide sections since she does have really fine hair, so this is how big the section is going to look. And then I'm going to string the bead through. And I'm going to take my yarn and I'm going to string the yarn through the bead, and I'm going to go all the way until almost the end. You want to leave a little tail on the end. And then I'm going to loop it through again, and that's just going to make it nice and secure on the bead. So it's going to look like this. And then we are going to clamp it down. So you want to make sure the bead lays flat to their head when you clamp it down. Okay, let's see how that just lays nice and flat. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take this string that we have strung through, and we're going to go underneath the bead and come up through, so that on your next section the string will be on top and not underneath. And that'll give you a tighter stitch when you're sewing the hair in. So you want to leave a tail off on either end, and this is going to be what you're going to tie the weft to on either side when you're tying off your sewing. So here's what, and I just have it knotted, single string for my sewing. And so when I go through to make the first stitch, I'm going underneath her hair there on the outer side. And then I'm gonna go, so on the ends, I'm securing it there, and then throughout, I'm gonna go in between the beads. So pulling it through the first stitch, I'm gonna pull it almost all the way, and then I'm going to tie this string to this string. And that's gonna secure your end. I like to triple knot it. You can double knot it if you want. I'm just gonna trim it. And I kind of do 2 that are like regular, and then 1 that's kind of at a diagonal here, so that when I tighten it, it flattens down that edge there. Doing that with one hand. I don't know if you guys can see it, but trying to make it visible. And then I'm just going to continue sewing the rest of the weft. Make sure there's no hair. what the weft is going to look like after it's sewn in. Okay, so this is what her hair's gonna look like afterwards. We just mainly do these extensions in her hair for fullness. So as you can see, the ends look so much fuller than they did before, and she can do so much with this. She can curl it, wear it straight. I love it when extensions look good straight because